Look how high my feet are! My feet are so high. I need to pull my pants up a bit more. Yeah, you got to prepare yourself for a ride on this. It's not just I'm going for a ride on my bike, it's I'm going for a ride on my bike while squatting. I can't really squat that well as it is. So this is the Harley Davidson 883 Sporty. It's a 2009 model. It's got fuel injection, and the awesome thing about this is Bosch has basically made it his own. You may notice if you ride a Sporty normally, its tank's a bit higher, bars are different, obviously a different mirror there, and all of this stuff Bosch has done in aim of trying to make it a kind of a Frisco vibe. Is it as strict, exactly the same as a Frisco chopper would be from the 70s? No, not really, but heck, it's a pretty cool modern take on it. Excuse the any jerky acceleration or missed gear changes. I haven't ridden a Harley for a few months. I'm going to go out and find some country roads and see what this really rides like. There I am, that's me. Woo! Yeah, it's definitely an 883. I've ridden a lot of Harleys in my life. I used to spend quite a bit of my time in a motorcycle shop, and the role that I had there meant I was riding anything and everything, and the shop that I worked in, we just did a lot of Harley Davidson work. It wasn't a Harley Davidson shop, but yeah. And yeah, wallet's still there, key fob's still there, phone's still there, we're good. And what I kind of found was that I found these intimidating when I first got on them, and it was like, whoa, that's big, that's heavy. It's air cooled, it vibrates, it's got a lot of Harley vibes. And as you kind of go along in the world and you ride every model under the sun that Harley has made, through from their famously famous in New Zealand but hated in the US Porsche developed, whatever you want to say, V-Rod. Oh, there's a crashed four-wheel drive. Or a Road King, a Ultra Glide, a Breakout, old Harleys, shovelheads, all that kind of stuff. I've ridden a lot, and you kind of just know what you're in for and how it feels when you jump on a Harley Davidson. And every time you get on a Sportster, the 1200s aren't so bad, but you get onto the 883s and yeah, there's just a massive lack of power. But that's fine. This bike really doesn't need more power. I mean, look where my feet are. And I'm still trying to come to terms with that as it is, so I'm kind of glad that it's a bit smoother on takeoff. You know, I can manage it well. So that's fifth, and fifth doesn't even, I can't even roll in fifth. Fourth is okay. And bear in mind, I'm doing 55, 60 kilometers right now. The rear end's very hard, very hard. I'm pretty sure it's got aftermarket suspension on the rear. Open road! Woohoo! This thing's awesome. Smiles per mile. A Harley Davidson will provide almost better than anything. And if you don't believe it, you're just a sad, sad person. Some of them do suck. But at the end of the day, who cares? Harleys are allowed to suck. Been around so long and they haven't changed anything. Of course they're going to suck a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to focus on these roads and you can have a look at what it's like to ride this thing. Yeah, she's a bit of a handful. Definitely putting the focus face on here. I'm not really going any faster than 70. That's kilometers per hour too. Ooh. It's nice to put my feet down. See if this camera can show you what I mean. Every time I want to put my feet up, it's up here. My foot is beside the air intake. Same with the left side here. If I want to put my foot up, it's right beside, or it's on top of the engine casing, on top of the primary drive there. It's a bit ridiculous, but I do enjoy it. I stalled it. Alright, I'm going to swap this camera over. I guess you can have a look at how square these tyres are in person. I mean, the front's not so bad, but if you get to the rear, holy dang, that is literally square. And it's pretty intense to ride on, but I do have fun. So I think we should make that camera point a different way. And I'm kind of keen to go over there to the beach. Alrighty, key on, clutch in, run. Fuel injection sounds. Serenity. That's about it, really. Yeah. You may notice I just kind of went, where the heck are the foot pegs, is what I ask myself every time I bring my feet up. We're going to the beach, beach, beach. So that's the beach right over the back of those dunes there, but we're going to go down to a different part of it. Alright, I'm going to pull over up here. Beautiful. I wish I was doing what they're doing, coming back from a swim. Anyway, I'm going to change this camera around and I might have a bit of a chat with you. I don't have the microphone on this thing at the moment, but I just wanted to tell you that this bike is awesome. I really do enjoy riding it. There's some mixed comments while I'm riding it and I'm going, yeah, this is awesome, this part sucks. But I mean, isn't that the same with every single motorcycle? I mean, sure, there may be something perfect out there for you and you might think something's perfect, but you know, different strokes for different folks. I'm just sitting here enjoying the beach view, changing some batteries on my GoPro, and I was going to sit here and do a massive spiel about this thing, but at the end of the day, it's just a really, really nice bike. Just make your own decision. I mean, I'm not here to tell you whether you should or shouldn't like this. I'm just here to show you that it exists, and by gosh, does it exist. I've had an absolute blast riding this thing. It's hot, I don't care. It's not hot because the bike's hot, although it probably adds to it. But yeah, it's been a really, really, really fun time. The rear wheel is giving me some grief. I've had a few sketchy moments, but you know, I'm still on and life's good. Pretty stoked about this thing and the fact that it exists. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the battery change and yeah. That was cool. The little kid was waiting for me to leave. That's what Harleys do. They make people happy. Whoops. Can we lane split? Can we lane split? Yeah, let's give it a go. Woo! Handlebars are longer than I remember. But there you go. Yes, you can lane split. Harley Davidsons. They're supposed to be one of those you love them or you hate them bikes. But I guess that only applies to people that like motorcycles. For most other people, it's just a bike. You know, I think a lot of us bikers or people that ride motorcycles get caught up in this whole this versus that, my bike is this, your bike sucks, my bike is better than yours. But in the grand scheme of things, I really think it's more important to just ride your own ride. If you enjoy your bike, awesome. If you don't enjoy your bike, why do you have it? If you don't care about bikes, that's fine. And to all those that ride bikes, if someone doesn't care about your bike, good. That's fine. I'm just giving you guys a view of the main beach here in my city. Maybe one day we can go film the surf life-saving boats. That'd be cool. Alright, well that's it really. We're out of the exciting part. And now we're just into the part where I go and put gas in this thing and give it back. So you see how it's full here, straight across there. When Bosch talks about moving the cap up there and having the petcock, which is around this side, down there.
And the whole point in doing that was so they could get more fuel out of it. Then they take your fuel tank, your fuel cap, and you move it up there, and you take your petcock, which is on the other side, move that from there, move it down there, get as much fuel out of it as what you can. That's what he means by using the whole tank, because at the moment we've got that top half from there up unable to be used, just because of the tank lift. I'm going to be in this traffic the rest of the trip back to Bosch's, so I'm going to end it here. It's been a really awesome time. Thank you so much, Bosch, for letting me ride this thing. It's been the first motorcycle on Moving Our World. It's an 883 Sporty, antique technology. We've got a pushrod engine but EFI on the side, so it's a bit of a hodgepodge. This is Moving Our World, and this is certainly moving my world at the moment. Squid.